Hey y'all, what's up? Robin. What rock have you been caught under? If you think anyone will bring their kid to an event without them being there, check this. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Mizzle. You watch the channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing the review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 4, Not All Fun and Games. Like I said, Robin, you was doing the most, and I don't understand what logic you came from and how you was raised, but girl, you know dang well what you doing was very petty and stupid. But let's get to that. Wendy was talking to her husband Eddie at the park. They was at the park with the kids. Their kids was practicing football and something like that. And she's able to sit down and talk to her husband Eddie about what's going on. Because he's like, you've been busy trying to tell me about something about this restaurant. So how this was going on? And she told her about the thing that she's trying to have a Nigerian lounge, and she could go into business with Eddie. It's gonna be $1.5 million and that thing. And then she only could invest it in 300,000 because she gonna be only 20% of it. And she said the reason why she's not gonna be a majority owner because she don't have to be there that much. But that's what it is. So Eddie's only concern is that it's not like he doesn't want to support his wife. It's just that you all taking too much responsibilities. Right now, you're a professor, you're a political analyst, you're doing the book, you have the candles, you have a lot going on. So what more can you do to add to your plate for you to even do this thing, the restaurant? Even though you're going to be 20%, you still got to want to make your investment happen. So you probably will still be involved. So don't spread yourself too thin, and it's breaking our pockets. Because at the end of the day, we can't afford it and we can't test to it. So you really have your hands full. Are you able to handle adding the restaurant to your thing? So she said she don't want to do it because she don't want to get she wants her husband's support. So if she get her husband's support, then she will move forward to it. But if she don't get her husband's support, she's not going to move forward. All he wants to know, are you able to handle it? You spread yourself too thin and you already have a lot on your plate. And we can't have that. At the end of the day, I said, Wendy, listen to your husband. At the end of the day, he's being very patient for you about doing a lot of these things. But you keep adding to your plate, and you're not completing everything correctly. Not even not correctly, but not thoroughly that you building it and you putting your soul into it and you putting your soul into your businesses and they're flourishing, then you just putting too many eggs in one basket and you spreading yourself then things not gonna work well in your favor. Cause they something one part in the area gonna be slacking, and then you're not gonna focus on that, and then this go fall apart. It's too much. When you put too much spread your focus on so many different things at one time, then you lose the effectiveness of your ability to handle these multiple tasks. Right? So then she proceeded to tell Eddie about what was going on about the Ashley dance event. What happened? She proceeded to tell Eddie about what Robin was saying to her, and then proceeded to tell him about her decision to invite every other people, kids, to a family fun day, and did not invite me and my kids to the event. So I was like, this is kind of petty and it's crazy because I do feel like that was low character and low vibrational shade from freaking Robin to ever think that you intentionally invite other people's kids in front of her and not invite Wendy because you don't like Wendy at the time. At the end of the day, you should invite these ladies individually, call them on the phone, and not in front of Wendy. And maybe Wendy would have to find that at through chain of mouth, word of mouth, or not invite the kids at all, or invite Wendy kids. Hey, I don't know, even you could have asked Juan to bring the kids. No, Eddie to bring the kids, if there's anything. But no, since it's the friend group, you might know the ladies that I should be able to bring my own kids. So since you didn't invite them, now you want to think about, oh, it's about the kids and about the kids. So that's what happened. Then Wendy decided to tell Eddie about the Candace and Chris situation and what happened. And Eddie was like, Chris, the one who cooks for them, all that stuff like that. I was like, yes, that nice Chris who do all this stuff. I say, after this all is said and done, Chris ain't gonna be doing all that stuff anymore, right? You ain't coming to the house, get no free meals. You're not being no chauvinistic, no chivalry. None of that gonna be happening. No chivalry, no cooked free meals, none of that. Because now he gonna be on edge about even one of y'all ladies. It's like now y'all gonna take it to the extreme to make him look like he's a predator and he's playing on this Giselle, and then Giselle making it seem like it's no big deal. Just tell him to apologize. Just don't have me in the room with him. I said at the end of the day, you decided to go in the room with him. If you uncomfortable, you could have left the room. Nobody's stopping you. You couldn't even got in there. When you found out your glam team was not there, you didn't have to be in the room. So you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation because of the optics. This is fine. You can be upset about it. You can be uncomfortable with the optics, but don't make it seem like he did something to you to make you uncomfortable when you say yourself that he did not do anything to make you uncomfortable. Not say anything inappropriate, not touch you inappropriate. He ain't trying to get with you, understand. All because he was just in the room with you. And now you felt uncomfortable. And I do believe he was not talking about his Candace. He probably was talking about his wife, about what he felt, how y'all was attacking her at the reunion, and how he didn't like the line of questioning and what y'all was saying to her at the reunion. So maybe he was checking you about his wife that made you feel uncomfortable. Right? But that's what I think that's happened. So that's that. Meanwhile, Robin was talking to her husband, no, her fiance Juan, and about the event, what happened, about the kids, right? So she was like, I don't want her to think that it's nothing but the kids. So I do want her kids to come because I don't want to think that if I don't like the woman, I don't like her kids. So I want the kids to come. So it's all about the kids. So what I'm going to do, I made a suggestion is that I'm going to call Candace so Candace could play auntie to go ask Wendy so she could bring Wendy's kids to an event. And I was like, that's cute and all, but ain't no parent, even me, even when I have my nephew and everything, if I have my nephew, I'm going with him. I'm not bringing my nephew anywhere without me there. No, I need to watch him to see what's going on. So unless he's a teenager, he could be doing anything by himself. But when you're a young kid and I got to watch it, no. If in my kid and bringing my nephew somewhere, I'm going with my nephew or my nieces to there and watching them. I'm not bringing them nowhere without me being there. So now, so you think that kid is, even if Wendy would say yes, it's still not a great option to even do all that. Because I would say, ain't no point in going to do that. Because if I'm not there, my kid's not going. That's what point blank, period. And I'm going to say, well, it's not about you, it's about the kids. So what? If it's about the kids, then I can still come. You don't even have to talk to me like that, but my kids will have a good time. Right? Exclude my kids because you don't like me, and you say, oh, well, I can be the bad guy. I don't care. But now you don't care. Now you want to be, now you feel bad because the kids came up. So you're going to have to go through Candace to ask Wendy. And then she told Juan about the Candace and Chris situation, about what Giselle and stuff like that. And Juan was like, really? Chris? Oh, so now Eddie was like, damn, they coming after Chris this year? Like, they coming after Chris? Like, wow. I said, yes, that's a lot. So Giselle still like, why she didn't call me? What's going on? And expected the call. And then Jackson Robin, he said, well, if she feel like that, maybe he should. I said, no. Why everybody want him to apologize? No. Chris don't apologize at all. In our case, I want to apologize to her. I said, I'm not apologizing to that long neck ass B. I'm not doing that. Period. Like Candace said in the episode. Because when she went to that event, that fun day, Giselle was trying to say hi. She saw hi to everyone, even say hi to her daughter, and then say hi to Giselle. She said Giselle could kiss the black cracker behind because that's not happening. And if I ever want to apologize and say hi to her, hell will freeze over. I said, I hear that right. I know that's right. Cheryl Candace is not playing. So Robin called Candace, and Candace said, oh Lord, what's going on? Just tricks. She said, I'm just calling you something like that. I just tell you it's nothing bad, not serious. I'm just calling you, let you know what's going on. Because this is like Candace ain't want to be bothered. But she said, oh, what's going on? She said, I would like you to play auntie, to go to Wendy, ask Wendy, because it's a fun day, family fun day with the kids. Can you play auntie and take her kids to the event? Now, Candace in a confession, she said, no, I'm pretty sure Wendy gonna tell me to go to hell. And then she gonna tell Robin to go hell further, freeze over, like all the way down, burn in 30 degrees hell. All that's like that. And I say, yes, Wendy gonna tell you now. She might tell you to go to hell, but she'll probably tell you no. She'll no. I'm glad. Thank you for asking me, but no, I'm not sending my kids. Because I said, I don't know what Robin thinks she was gonna do. Like, Robin, You send your kids somewhere and nobody don't like you. What you gonna do, child? Unless you want to get rid of your sons and say, "Oh yeah, take them, get on my nerves, get on my nerves," all stuff. But no, if I'm not invited, my kid's not invited either. Period. And I was like, I don't know what she thought it was going. I was like, Robin, why do you think that Wendy gonna be okay with that? It's like, gosh, it wasn't even that deep. Like the girl Wendy, it's like that. Or you could ask Wanda, ask Eddie, and Eddie bring the kids, someone along the line. But at the same time, Eddie's not part of the cast. Wendy is, so Wendy should be there if you want the ladies to film. If you don't want Wendy there, then Wendy gonna come. So she said no. So Candace did text Robin that she said, I don't know if I tell you on my way, but I think I forgot to tell you, but Wendy declined. And when they got a confession, she said, it's not against my girl Candace, but she has to know any mother would not send their kids to an event that I'm not invited. So Robin, no thanks and no thank you. Thank you for no thank you, but I'm not coming to the event and my kids not coming either. Because if I'm not invited, they're not coming. And I hear that. I know that's right. So Karen talked to her daughter Raven, and Karen was throwing out a lot of chicken. And she's throwing it out. She said, "Oh, just dirty bird, just dirty bird." She's throwing it out. I guess she went to a doctor, and I guess she was a nutritionist. I think I need to do that. I need to go to a nutritionist soon to work on a better diet and everything like that. You know, live longer. And she said, I guess they got her dietary examination and realized she might be allergic to chicken, or at least some way, some form that she can't digest chicken well anymore. So she needs to throw it out, cleanse, all that stuff like that. I said, okay. So she just throwing it out. I said, damn, that's a lot of chicken y'all had in the house. And then you just throw all that out? Can you even save some of it? But no, if it's like a dietary needs that she need to throw it out and she might be allergic to it, then it might just throw it out, okay? And Ray will be okay. he might be upset, but he'll be okay. Yeah, everybody get some more fish, get some salmon, get some shrimp, get some stuff like that, get some beef, turkey, and stuff like that. So it substitute of the lack of chicken. So Raven called and she was like, "Oh my God, Raven, how you doing?" Because I think Raven's in New York City. She's doing her day. Raven's living her life, and she was in the red carpet in the back gala and everything. And she said, "Oh, Raven doing it." So they talked, and I guess Raven said she wanted to cook. And she said, "You got any pots and pans over there?" And she said, "Maybe say no." I said, "How you gonna cook? You got no pots and pans?" But I guess she said, family ordered to be in a healthy diet and things like that. So that's all. And then Raven sat down. Now Karen sat down and talked to Raven and said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I gotta tell you something. So your father didn't like the idea that I got tip and feed done and lifted, and he felt like I like having a bad influences and I'm not being a good mother for suggesting y'all to think y'all could do that." And Raven said, "What? Why he would say that?" And then I was like, she said, "Oh yes," he said just like that. And but Ray don't know that Kim and Raymond have been talking, so she didn't know about all this already, and had that talk. So at the end of the day, Ray, yes, you may feel type of way about women justifying their needs to get surgery because they just want to do it and for other means if necessary. But if they feel comfortable and they want to feel good for about themselves, as long as they feel good about themselves in doing the procedure, then it should be an issue. If they don't feel good about themselves, then it will be something. But other than that, or they doing it other reasons besides their own reason and by their self love and satisfaction and self esteem and all that stuff like that. So I understand that. So they good. And I guess Raven said she needs to come down there. She missed the trees. She missed the fresh air and all that stuff like that. I said, I know that's right. Because it is a little fresh air and clean air and smell and breathe in. And then in New York City and everything as well. Because I live in New York City. And it's a lot. But it's not like country air. When I go to the South, Virginia, or like that, it does see the difference of air quality and freshness. So I do understand why she missed it. But then again, it was like, damn, if you like the city life, you like the fast life, you like things going on, like I like it here. That country life could be one because there's so much. It's like you gotta drive everywhere and everything. I said, nah, I like to hop on a train and go to here and go to here and walk over here, go to here. But that's why I say if I ever move, I would go to the suburban area, which is like little country, but a little bit not too far from the city area, so I could go do shopping there. I can't do I can't do the no man, no bacon, no ham, no cheese. I can't do that. I like so. So Robin said, "Oh, it was really about the kids that she would let her kids come through Candace." I said, "No, it's not. Stop it, stop it, stop it." So when she got her that Robin declined, that Wendy declined, she said, "Oh, so it's not really about the kids." I said, "Girl, she's not sending her kids to your event and she's not there. Point big period. So no, you could spin it all you want to make it seem like Robin, like Wendy is the bad one. No, Robin, you are the bad one. You was the petty one right in this moment. Because we were really about the kids, you would have put your differences aside, invite Wendy, and you don't have to talk to Wendy. You have to be all buddy buddy. But at least her kids is that have fun. Now, Robin. Now, before I got there, Mia was talking to Gordon on their way to Family Fun Day. And Giselle was on her way with Grace, because the other two were Grace. What was the other one? Her other two daughters, Angel and Dawn, they got athletics, so they doing sports. And Grace is going with them, with Giselle. And then Mia having her son and her daughter coming with her. Ashley bringing her two boys. And Jacqueline came, and she came with her kids. So it was that. And then Cameron came, she part of the cast. And then Candace came later on so like that. Cause Ashley was late and the Candace was late, and then Sharice came. So almost the whole shebang gang, the whole gang was there besides Wendy and Eddie, so like that. So Robin was preparing before the event, right, to practice for the fun day, and they had a little banter and everything. On Corey and Carter is good. One of them looked like Robin most. I think the younger one looked like Robin, and then the older one looked like Juan. It is so crazy, right? And they was teasing their father. And they said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "Get on here," because he's like, "Oh no, you're not a good actor." There's nothing what she said, not what she said. She said, and then the little one said, "You're a world class bench player." And he said, "Oh, what you said?" He said, "No, no, no, I ain't say that." He said, "Oh," because he thought he called him a bitch, a bitch, but not a bench. He called him a bench player, like you sit down and you warm up the bench, not a bitch player. I was like, "Oh my god!" And he said, "It's so crazy." And I said, they started laughing because I started laughing too. I said, "Oh, not you eat your own father like that." So they started practicing and they was cute. That's that. So Mia was driving on her way to the event, and then she told Gordon about that she had a conversation with her auntie, and she found out the real reason why it was happening about the addiction, and she understand why her mom was the way she was. Now she realized that when her mom come around, as not, I'm not looking for her as a mom, but just take care of her. I said, I don't know. So you trying to say if your mom come around, you gonna take care of her like you say you take care of Jackie? She said, take care of Jackie. Always come around. I always take care of her. I said, okay, I still want to see the dynamic between you and Jackie because I don't know what led to you to promote that video on Twitter like that and blast your friend like that. I don't know what happened. So I guess we'll see. So she was driving down. So now she got a better understanding with her mom. So more instead of her making her mom be a mom, now she just helped her as a person who fought addiction. That's what it was. So Mia got there, and Mia's already like judging and critiquing Robin um, able to do this event and not being flashy and lavish or doing this thing correctly. Because I was like, even though, yes, Robin had a flimsy ass table cover that's the windows keep flapping around. That's crazy. It was even much food. I don't know what was in the pans that she had in the pans. It was like not much. Then I don't know if she had the drinks and then maybe she had some water there. But I was like, where's the hot dog? Where's the chips? Like you had nothing else for the kids. Like I thought the kids didn't eat. I see no plates. I see nothing. It was barely any food there. So I was like, how you got a family fun day? At least not some vegan finger food like some hot dogs. Maybe have some burger going on. At least if you don't grill, at least have some burgers ready. It's like if you go have a burger, at least some hot dogs. At least have a small grill. At least have a grill. No, you should have a little small grill and At least put some hot dogs on it, get some burgers going on, maybe get some fruits for the kids, like make some fruit salad, make like some drinks, some chips, stuff that the kids could eat. So while they're there and doing all these activities, extraneous activities, they could have a good time and bouncing up and down, doing all the fun stuff, and while replenishing themselves with drinks and food. And I barely seen that. So I don't know what was in our plates, what you would have. It was like it was so disorganized. So I understand Mia critiquing that, but I said, Mia, you got all these critiques and all these like stuff for people about how they should handle events. I need you to throw an event so you can show us how it's done. Show it how it's real to be done. Because you always critiquing everybody how they not good, they can't do it. Not even Giselle say something like that, how me have Robin don't really have things in order. She can't get things organized because she very laid back. So she's not really directly and say no direction like this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, what's going on, gonna be metal, this kind of games, like keep it in order. So both Mia and Giselle was kind of critiquing Robin and her skills of hosting this event. But I said, I'll let Mia show us something, show us how it is. If you really that great in hosting events and doing good, I want to see an event that you host, right? Because I know most every lady gonna have every lady in this cast gonna have some kind of event being hosted, or at least invite people over for something. It seems like next week Wendy gonna invite them somewhere so they can test out drinks or whatever they're gonna be doing and stuff like that. So Ashley did a dance event. Robin did this fun day, family fun day. I guess Wendy having this little drink event. So we will see what other people gonna be doing. Right. So they was doing some exercises and they was doing all these different games. But before that, Karen was there, and Karen came. And the minute that Karen saw Sharice, she started coughing. So I don't know if she was starting coughing because she saw Sharice or she actually had like a cough moment. But at the time, it was so freaking impeccable. Was like, okay, so you cough once you saw Sharice. So I'm thinking like you faking it so you get away from Sharice. Maybe that could be the reason why she did that or that. But she was saying she needed to take a Z pack. She didn't take it, so I guess her allergy or something was acting up. But I said, you baby, you probably wanted to get away from Sharice. So I was saying, I didn't know you had to go through all that. Maybe you had to talk to Sharice and nothing like that. But she saw Sharice and she just started faking and coughing. So after she did some exercises, she started wheezing. And she had to, they said, hold your arms up and breathe. And she asked going to walk to her car so she could take her Z pack, whatever. But did she came back? Did Cameron came back? I don't think Cameron came back. But that's what it was. So Jacqueline told us that her partner, they're not together, but he is a PP, a parenting partner. I said, a PP? What is that? You're co-parenting? Like, what's a parenting partner? I said, okay, if you're not together, see a parenting partner? Okay, whatever. Y'all making different words. But she also mentioned that how her and whatever the PP is, they dibble dabbing in the threesomes and messing with other people because Jacqueline said she doesn't call herself a bisexual. She like people. So I guess she a pansexual and she like different vibes of people no matter where you are. As long as you got a good vibe, she'll be sexually attracted to you. I guess that's what she is, and she can't label it. But you know, Ashley, she said she's sexually fluid herself too, because you know she double dabbles in different things as well. So they connected with that, and that's it. So Ashley came with her kids, and it was so crazy when Giselle was trying to talk to this Dean, and Dean said, "I don't want to talk to you," and it's like that. And they was at the time they was doing limbo. So then Candace came, and it was so funny. Candace came, and Candace was walking, and she said, "I guess some kid fell in the grass, right?" And Candace said, "Who kid is that?" And kept walking. I was like, not you kept walking when you said the kid is that. And I was saying, I do say that. I said, okay, who cares for me like that? But at the same time, me, like a nurturing side of me, I said, oh, you okay? What's going on? But kid is scared. Who kid is scared? I kept walking. I said, I know that's right. I was tickled. I said, not you, Candace. So that's that. We did find out Candace said that her IVS treatment is not working well, so she feel like she's failing because the follicles is not going fast enough. But I said, Candace, you just start the journey. So you really have to take time. It's not gonna come always easily. So she feel like she failed and she can't do it. But I said she had to cancel the process because she feel like it was not doing well. I said it takes time to practice. And if you can't do it that way, try the natural way. Then if the natural way don't work, then you work on other reasons to why. But I understand why you want to do IVF treatment because you want to get a young egg. So if you decide to get pregnant later on, you have a young egg instead of going using your older age egg. Older age egg. Right? So I understand that. But it takes time. So when she told Ashley about that, I know I'm jumping around. She told Ashley about that. Ashley said, you'll be a great mother and everything. It takes time. You're not a failure. Don't think you're a failure. And, Candace wanted to hear that. It lifted her spirits up a little bit. And then she said, I wrote you my journal. I wrote you my good journal, affirmation journal. She said, okay, that's so nice. And I put baby dust on it. And Candace said, what was it? There's some witchcraft going on here? And I said the same thing. I said, baby dust? I was like, Ashley, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to be a good side of me? Or you try to low key try to do some witchcraft and maybe walk on one leg or something like that? I don't know what's going on. But the fact that you said you put my name in the journal and put baby dust on it, that don't sound any that don't sound cute and it don't sound good at all. So I don't know what's up with this baby dust, but baby, keep that to yourself. Cause lady, might walk up with third eye in between my eyes if you put some baby dust on that freaking man. She said, okay, listen, keep to yourself, girl. So that was that. So when Robin told the ladies about Whitney deciding not to bring the kids, and she said what exactly what happened, and Karen said, that's preposterous. Why you did that? I shame on you. Shame on you. You should not be doing that. That was ridiculous. She said, what you mean, Karen? It was about the kids. She said, shame on the kids on me and not. So she could have had Candace come out. She said, that's ridiculous. You should never. She said, you know what? I took a day break. And I took a day break. And I worked hard to take a day break. So I should expect y'all to handle yourself better. And that's not good. That's no good. The grand dog took a break. And y'all acting up. Right? So I was like, And she said, listen, that's not good. You should not have done that. You should have been a bigger person, Robin. And you should have invited Wendy. That's not good. You should have did that. Right? It's about the kids. She shouldn't have put her kids. Don't have somebody else picking the kids. So she said, Robin, send your kids to someone else. How you feel about that? And I feel the same way. I said, look, Robin, you're full of it with that. So she was like, why Cameron's leaving? And they would say, oh, well, maybe she got a way to not talk to you. And she said, oh, I got that effect on people. I got that effect on people. Yes. She was got to lose talk. And it was so funny that, like I said, Candace came to the party and she said hi to everyone but Giselle. Giselle said, oh, hey, and everything. And now we'll also find out that Mia and Candace don't hate each other, but she forget that Candace there. And Candace don't care about me like that. So they get to be cordial and not really say nothing about each other. But this is what it is. So when I guess Sharice asks Candace, what's up with you and not Giselle, what happening? And she explained, she said, well, people are trying to say some things and create some lies and everything, it's not good. And a heinous act. About my personal situation, I don't care rock with you. So me is sitting there like, and then walked away and do something. I said, man, you look so okay hating. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I want to rock with you either. Because I said, no, what you're not going to do is come after my husband. That's not going to happen. So that's that. Ashley and Michael still separated right now. Ashley told the group that Mike could get a vasectomy because he thinks that Ashley purposely trying to get pregnant again. And I said, oh, he beat you to the punch. Because he said, you don't have to get your 2 times. I get a vasectomy. You're not getting no freaking nut out of me. So she was like, she kind of bummed out about it because she was like, maybe she know it's not physically possible to get pregnant anymore by him. But the fact that he got a vasectomy, she's not getting no more sperm out of him if they decide to have sex. But I said, if you're supposed to be separating the girl, then you just not supposed to be having sex with him because once you have sex when you have sex with him and y'all being intimate, then y'all year resets again because y'all supposed to be legally separated before you get divorced. So she said her Michael decided to put a public statement to get the head of the story. So instead of people put they spin on it and create their own narrative, so she have a story. They wrote it, and she wrote to her friend Artia came over, and they talk, and Artia said, "Okay, that's a good statement. Maybe we could release it in April because she's there in March, and then probably next week, at the end of next week, they can release the statement and get ahead of the story, so people don't have to spin the narrative and they can see what was going on." So she read like a little good PR statement, and that's what it was. So meanwhile, later on, when she was driving 14 hours later from the event, because they had a good time, they were there at the event. And I forgot Juan couldn't be there. Juan had a root canal and he didn't want to be around or something like that. So I said, you did all the family fun day and then you didn't husband there. So she said there. Only my Jordan Gordon's only there because he basically was the only guy. No, Jacqueline the man came as well. But I was like, damn, only 2 guys there. I was like, gosh. So as she was driving, and she realized that a statement was put out to the blogs before she even said anything. She said, "I wanted to put it out there myself, and somebody beat me to it." Said, "Who could do something?" I don't know. Maybe Michael did it. I don't know who put that story out there. Maybe he put the story out there. So you said, "Listen, whatever." Maybe because they had an agreement that they was gonna wait and put it out there when it's the right time. But I don't know who can you put it out there because you say your circle is small, and I don't know who you told that put it out there. It is what it is. Story gets to the blogs in some shape or form and fashion, whether you don't realize it or not. So I was saying, oh. So she called him Michael. His thing is going straight to voicemail. And then other times it's like, the number you call cannot be reaching or something like that. Please try to get it later. All that stuff like that. And she trying to see what's going on. She said, okay, we have a statement. He approved the statement. So are you willing to put out the statement without his approval, without his permission? If we can put it out there. Because now that the story is leaked, this blog is out there, now we got to get ahead of that story, at least putting something out there. Because if we wait too long, then it gonna run his legs. So you got to be ahead of it right now. Because now it's more imperative. So I guess at the end, she decided, you know what, we're going to have to do this. We got to put it out there. Whether he might be mad at me or not, but we got to put it out there because now she got to get ahead of the story. So that's what it was. Now I know next week we will see Robin coming at the Wendy all mad, saying, "I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck." I said, "Robin, calm down." And then Robin gonna talk to a lawyer about a prenup and the clauses in the prenup. And then we see Ashley and Candace sitting down and talking about, I guess, about Karen, about some mystery person she was dealing with or whatever it is. And then we got this Wanya, it's like Burn Day, whatever it was that Wendy's hosting. And they talking, and that's a Robin and Wendy going at it. And then Ashley said something to Candace. She said, "Oh, well, it's good to listen to it. It's not fun to listen to that, right?" And Candace like, "You, it's messed up. You're a low down, conniving B." And I said, "True child." Now I think they might get past this, but I don't know because, whew, baby, I don't know what Ashley said to her, what she did to taunt Candace like this, but I know for sure these people gonna spin it to make it seem like Candace is freaking blown out of proportion. She is dramatic. She's doing the most. I can see it now. I'm not looking forward for next week. I'm sorry. I'm not looking forward for next week because I can see it now on Twitter that people gonna be attacking and I'm gonna start muting conversations because I don't want to hear it. I was like, listen, please, y'all. Let's see what'll happen. But I know no matter what happened, they're gonna blame Candace. Everything. And yes, she could be a motive for me hyper. But y'all coming after her for what? And she's a turmoil of time right now. They coming at figure coming after her freaking husband. Now she's dealing with that. She really feel like she fell in the IVF treatment. So she had a lot of pressure and stress. That the fact that y'all gonna come after her and Ashley, you just said something like you were so gleeful or glutton. and figure donut Candy's face, and Candy said, "You could never be," and then here go Giselle. I was like, "Oh, now y'all trying to make it like she can't control herself." I say, "Stop coming after Candace, y'all. Y'all need to learn." And she ready for y'all. Excuse me, but I can see it now, y'all. I can see it. I'm not looking forward to it. But that was my review of Real House of Potomac. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how you feel about this episode. Yes, let me know how y'all feel. All right, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.